Hello guys, it's Tom. Welcome back to a brand new video, and this is the newest episode of the F1 1997 career, and this is episode number 8, and we are here at my favourite track at Spa-Francorchamps, and this should be a very interesting race. I'm really looking forward to this. Apologies for not talking as loud as I normally do. I'm recording this quite late at night, but nevertheless, hopefully this makes for an exciting race. As you can see, we've got Villeneuve there on pole, with Schumacher in second and Frentzen in third, so all our title rivals are in the top 3, so we've got a lot of work to do this race to try and catch them up, start from the back of the grid, and we're going to try our very best. We're going to start on the options and then go on to the primes, running a very aggressive setup, so we're going to be really fast in the straights, but not as fast in the corners, and hopefully that does pay off for us. And we're going to get out on track here at Spa, and we're going to see how we can do in the Belgian Grand Prix. Hopefully, like I said, it's my favourite track, so we can get some good points on the board for Jordan. And as you can see, we've got Villeneuve there on pole, my teammate Ralph in 6th, so not too bad from him. I've seen him do better before, but nevertheless, hopefully if we can maintain that position in the race, then we should be okay. But here we are then, revving up to 5 red lights in the Belgian Grand Prix, and we are off the line, and we've actually had a pretty okay start, bogged down slightly, but considering it's such a short run to turn 1, it doesn't really matter what kind of start you get. We've got to try and find the gap now, going down the middle here, make sure we don't hit anybody, just take it nice and easy. We make no contact, make sure we stay clear of any incidents, and so far up into 14th, and we've still overtaken a couple more cars. We're going to try and overtake Larini and Damon Hill there, and we're also going to make the move stick, and we're up into 11th now, getting a bit out of shape for a Rouge there due to the dirty air up ahead, and like I said, the setup and running is really aggressive in a straight line. So here we are then, we're slipstreaming Coulthard, and I believe that's Panis in the Prost, and we've overtaken both of them up the inside of Lecum, and that's us up into P9 and into the points. So really good start from us so far, and we're going to see if we can continue this. Quite surprised actually. I knew this would be aggressive in a straight line, but that was really fast. We was really fast in that straight, so that's how fast we're going to be in a straight line. Then that's a good sign for overtaking. Obviously, it's yet to be seen how good we are through the corners, so we're going to have to see how that plays out. But like I said, we're still in ninth, doing well at the minute, going through Peugeot, and we've run a bit wide. We've got a bit out of shape, and we're going to lose a lot of time, and this Pan is going to overtake us. Yes, he is. He's going to overtake us up the inside, so we're going to have to try and re-overtake the Frenchman, maybe up the inside with the fan chicane. No, we don't. We're back out of it, and then we've actually lost a position, and that was pretty much down to the fact that I'm not going to be very good around the corners, like I mentioned. So we've got to watch out through Peugeot on there. We've got to take it a bit easier than what I normally would due to the setup, and we're going to see if we can try and take Panis now. We've got this massive straight. I really slipstream, and we're really gaining him so fast, and we've really got a lot of speed in this Jordan this race, and we've actually probably gone a bit too much straight line speed. We could have probably sacrificed a bit through the corners, but I mean, we got past Panis easily there, so job done. Now skipping onto lap 2, going through Eau Rouge, this time not getting out of shape, and we're going to try and overtake Damon Hill's in the arrows, and we have got some ridiculous straight line speed on Damon Hill. We're just going to breeze past, it's like we had DRS, but we haven't actually got DRS, and we just easily overtook Damon Hill there. That was a really slick and easy move. That is for P8, so the straight line speed is actually ridiculous. As you can see, I'm miles behind on Lazy, and could this possibly be another overtake? We'll have to wait and see as we go through Eau Rouge, get on the grass a bit, not ideal, but we're slowly gaining on our Lazy. Can we make the move maybe? We're still gaining. We're really gaining. Can we make it? Are we going to get close enough into the braking zone? We're really catching him now. We're going to try and get up the inside, brake nice and late, go side by side, force him wide, but Lazy holds the inside, and we go around the outside, and we make the move stick, and the straight line speed is actually ridiculous. I've never driven a car with so much straight line speed. And skipping on to lap 5, and this is time for our pit stop, so we're going to ease the car into the pit lane, try and brake as late as we can, put the limiter on, and hope for the best from the Jordan crew as we try and get into positions, maybe jump some people. We have to wait and see. We hold up the Ferrari there, which is always good, and we're going to see what the Jordan crew give us for a pit stop. And it is a 3.7, so good stop from them, standard stuff really, and we've rejoined. At the moment, I think it's going to be 12th place that we're going to rejoin. We're going to have to wait and see. Maybe 11th, 12th. We're kind of hovering around that mark, but yeah, it's going to be 12th place for us. So we're going to rejoin at 12th. But crucially for Hakkinen, he's come out ahead of Johnny Herbert, so we've got to try and overtake Herbert as ASAP because he's going to hinder our race pace. So we're going to try and make short work of him as we go through Eau Rouge, and we've already got so much speed on Herbert, it's unreal. We're going to fly past him like he's not even there, and then we're going to make the move, not done, and dusted nice and easy, and we're right on the back of Hakkinen once again, who's behind one of the Tyrrells, and the Tyrrells are really slow, so this could really benefit us, and we could really try and overtake Hakkinen. As you can see, only now towards the lap Hakkinen's overtaken the Tyrrell of Jan Magnussen, so it's not a Tyrrell, I thought it was a Tyrrell, it's a Stuart Ford. But that's allowed me to also get past Magnussen, and I'm right on the back of Hakkinen. We're going to try and go up the inside of the bus stop, brake later than him, come at the move stick. Yes, we do. We go up the inside, make sure we don't leave him any space to get a switch back on us, and we cover him off nicely, and that is us up into 9th place. It was a pretty nice double overtake, and Magnussen doing me a massive favour there, holding up Hakkinen for the whole lap there. So we're now in 6th place, having overtaken a couple of cars, and as you can see, we've got Ralph Schumacher there, my teammate, who's come out just ahead of us, so we're going to have to try and overtake him on track maybe. We'll see what the pace is like, but skipping later on onto lap number 8, and I think we're much closer to Ralph than what we was previously. As you can see, we've got in the slipstream, we've had a really good run for a Rouge, and we're in the slipstream. Like I said, we're really getting on a rate of knots, and are we once again going to make a move? Yes, we do. We overtake him nice and easy, not hindering his race because he's my teammate and not hindering mine, so really good move there, and that benefits the team in general. Now skipping on to the final lap of the race, going through Peugeot, and we've run wide just like we did earlier on in lap 1, and that's allowed Ralf Schumacher back through, who has stayed on my tail throughout, and we're trying to re-overtake the German up the inside of the Van chicane. He holds it around our outside, surprisingly, so we're going to try and overtake him elsewhere. We go to the outside, and then we switch to the inside for the Stavlo, try and get second, get up the inside, brake nice and late, we make the move stick up to 5th place on the last lap, making sure Ralph does not lose a position to Mika Hakkinen. Jacques Villeneuve winning the race, coming to the bus stop chicane now, final 2 corners, try and take nice keen traction to cross the line, and this should be a 5th place for us, which is a brilliant result considering we started from the last position on the grid, and Ralph coming in 6th place, so solid points for the Jordan team this race, and a better result than Hungary. So I think in general that is a very positive race for us, and as you can see, I've never seen this before. We've got 1-2 Williams, 1-2 Ferrari, 5-6, sorry, not 1-2 Ferrari, 3-4 Ferrari, 5-6 Jordan, 7-8 McLaren, and 9-10 Benetton. So I've never seen that before. The top 10 all made out by the top 5 teams, so that's a unique ending to the race, we could say. In the Drivers' Championship, as you can see, we're still in 4th. We're losing a bit of ground now to Schumacher, Frentzen and Villeneuve, so 4th, maybe 3rd might be a realistic target for the rest of the season, and we're going to have to see how that pans out. But teammate Ralph there in 7th place, and looking at the constructors, Jordan are well and truly stuck in the 3rd place, and I think if we can keep 3rd and maybe challenge for 2nd later on in the season, that would be a good target for us and good result. But that was just the Belgian Grand Prix, and we're going to now move on to the Italian Grand Prix, which is one of also my favourite tracks, and we're going to see how that goes. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so here we are then. We're at Monza, and once again we're going to be running the exact same setup as Spa, because I felt at Spa we had too much speed in the straight line, not enough through the corners. But I feel like because Monza's a bit more straight line than less corners, I think the exact same setup will work a lot better for us here. And I'm hoping, from what I've noticed in practice, this car does indeed suit the track, so we should be quite on the pace around here, and that's what I'm hoping for, because I need a win, because it's been a while since I've had one, and in terms of the championship, both in the drivers and the constructors, I kind of need it to try and boost mine and Jordan's chances. So we're going to try our best here at Monza in front of the Tifosi. Even though it's not my home race, it's always a special place to be, and we've got the Ferraris 2 and 4 with a Williams taking out the pole, so like I said, Tifosi won't be liking that. My teammate Ralf Schumacher in the 2nd race in succession and starting in 6th place, and we're right at the back. So here we are then, side by side with Verstappen on the grid as we gear up to the 5 red lights for the Italian Grand Prix, and we are off here, and that 5th light took an age to go out, but we're finally away, and then we're going to put it straight into the Rich mix, just leading for the getaway now into Rich to try and not lose any ground, and then dropping down to standard once we're up to speed, and we're going to try and find a gap between all the cars through turns 1, 2 and also 3, bashing the back of, I think that was Katayama there, and we're just about now managing to find that gap, but we haven't really overtaken many cars. There's been, what, 5 cars so far, so not a brilliant start from us, but hopefully coming into turn 4, the Variante Alta, we should be able to gain a few positions, because the AR do tend to stack up a lot as we go around the outside of Mika Salo for Curva Grande, and then we're going to try and dial up the inside of about 5 cars, including Nakano. Just about can we make Nakano? Yes, we do. We go around the outside and we make the overtake stick, and we're up into 11th place. So we managed to recover from that. Not brilliant, not that brilliant in turns 1 and 2. And we've overtaken half of the field so far, halfway into the first lap of the race. And there should be more coming up now, hopefully, now that we're behind John Alazy, who's in the Benetton. And we're going to see if we can try and slipstream him. I'm assuming we're going to have some good straight line speed, just like Spa. And indeed we do. We're slipstreaming Alazy, and we're getting a lot of ground. He brakes really early, and we managed to make the move. I'm in the 10th place, and Alazy made it easy for us because he backed out. So we're now in the points already. So our starts have been pretty good, I've got to admit, this series. And if we continue doing this, and this should only do good things for us in the future. And now we're going to try and overtake Johnny Herbert, who's had a pretty good start in the Sauber. They're up in the 9th place as we come through the final corner, through the Parabolica. And we got in the grass a bit, get a bit out of shape, but we're still on the back of the Brit. And we're going to try and slipstream Herbert, go to the outside, and we're going to out-drag the Sauber down the straight easily with this Jordan. And we're going to try and make sure we don't hit anybody into turn 1, keep it nice and clean, and maybe try and pull off an overtake elsewhere. I did have a look at Berger there, try and maybe get up his inside, but I was too far back. And maybe we can try and overtake him now, going into the Variante Alta like last time, as we go through Curva Grande in the slipstream of Gerhard Berger. And we're already starting to gain on him at a rate of knots, just like Spa. And we've got a lot of speed, and we're going to try and go up the inside. We brake really late, got up the inside nice and cleanly, no contact, and that is a good clean move up into 8th place for us. Now skipping further on into the race, into lap number 3. As you can see, we're diving out the inside of Ralf Schumacher there, but we're just about back out in time, and Ralf cuts us off. So we're going to have to try and overtake him elsewhere. And I think we're going to try and do the same thing as we did with Gerhard Berger, and we've got a lovely slipstream on Ralf Schumacher, going through Curva Grande around the outside, Vettel Alonso-esque, and we go around the outside by not being forced onto the grass by my teammate, which is good racing from him. And we're up into 7th place at the minute, so good stuff from us so far. And then the pace really is good. I've got to admit, the car around this track felt the best it had felt all season around here, and I felt really good and really fast, and the car was right on the money for this race. And I was really confident I had a good chance of winning this, and I was really determined to get a result for the team here. So as you can see, we're already miles clear of Ralf Schumacher, and we're going to try and go around the outside of David Coulthard at the Ascari chicane. And then we take a bit of a corner cut there because we got a bit thrown off by a line, and we get a course collision warning. I don't know why. We went around the outside of Coulthard, and he broke early, so if anything he just forced it. But we are skipping on to lap 4 further on. As you can see, we've caught up to the back of Frentzen, who's the championship leader. So if we can pass Heinz-Harald Frentzen, that would be brilliant for the championship. As you can see, we're in the slipstream. We're going to put up in the rich mix to really overpower the cars around us. As you can see, the Peugeot engine is brilliant around here so far in terms of straight line speed. We're going to brake nice and late, and we're even going to overtake Mika Häkkinen as well. So 2 for the price of 1, down the pit straight into the braking zone, all down to the power of the Peugeot engine. So the Peugeot engine is really doing us good these last 2 races, and we're really getting a lot of overtakes on cars down the straights. As you can see, on lap 5, we're overtaking one of the 2 cars that are racing on their home track, and it is Eddie Irvine first for the podium position of 3rd place. We do a little dummy, go to the inside, then duck to the outside, and then we make sure we get the move nicely, cleanly down. We're too far back from to attack Michael Schumacher, so we have to try and overtake him at another point on the track. But we're up into the podium positions and skipping on to lap 6, and it is time for our pit stop, and we almost hit the back there of Schumacher entering the pits. And we're going to see if we hold it. We don't hold, I think that was Villeneuve up in the pit, so we're going to have to try and overtake him on track. And pit stop from the Jordan crew. Does Schumacher get held up? No, he doesn't. And we come out behind the Ferrari. So we're going to have to try and make the overtake on track. And we're dropping down the positions. I think we're going to probably drop down to 10th. Yes, we do drop down to 10th place. And we should be able to overtake Schumacher because the AR and cold tyres seem to be really bad. So we go into turn 1. Oh, we've got a penalty. So we've got a penalty out of nothing. So we've got a penalty for crossing the white line, supposedly. I'm positive we did not cross the white line. You guys can let me know in the comments down below if we crossed the white line. But I'm convinced we did not cross the white line. But nevertheless, we're zooming on to the action, and we're going to overtake Michael Schumacher going up the inside of turn 4, braking late on him. He tries to stick it around the outside, and he's still there. But we eventually run him out of road, and we're up into a net 2nd position. And that is brilliant from us so far. Now skipping on to lap 7, moving on to lap 8, and everyone else is in the pits and we gained a few more positions, and we're up into first place. So we've actually jumped Jack Villeneuve. We've managed to make an undercut, or not an undercut, sorry. I don't get how that worked, because we pit after Jack Villeneuve, and Jack Villeneuve still can't. I don't know what happened there. Something's gone wrong, because Villeneuve's not in the top 4 and he was ahead of us, so something's gone wrong with him. He must have had an incident or something. But as you can see on lap 10, we're serving what's it called, a drive-through, sorry, and we're going to probably rejoin in first place. Judging by the mini-map, we pulled out a massive gap on Frentzen because our pace was blistering hot on these fresh tyres, and we've managed to stay out in first place, and we're going to win the race. Oh, not again. Not again. We've got a penalty for crossing the white line, and that time I'm 100% certain we did not cross it. It must be some form of glitch. I mean, that's what we can hope for, and then we've got a 20-second time penalty for that, so we're going to cross the line in first place for the time being, and we're going to see where we finish in a second, and it is first place. So we have won the Italian Grand Prix. What a race. Absolutely incredible stuff. So there must have been a glitch, because everyone that pitted must have got a penalty. That's all I can think of. And we're going to see it now, and indeed we get official confirmation that it was a glitch in the game and that everyone got a penalty for crossing the white line. So we managed to keep our first place, and as you see, our fastest lap was miles faster than anybody else, and we was absolutely really fast in that race, and nobody had a chance of beating us. And finally we got a win on the cards, and that is massive in terms of momentum for the next few races going towards the end of the championship, and that should bring myself and Jordan some valuable points. As you can see, we've really made up a lot of ground on Michael Schumacher there, who was pretty much 40 points ahead of us going into this race, and we've brought the gap down to about 17, so really good for us there, and we've definitely got a realistic chance of overtaking Michael Schumacher in the drivers. And in the constructors, as you can see, we've brought Jordan back into play. They're a lot closer to Ferrari, and we've pulled out a gap to McLaren, so a really good result from us there. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it for episode number 8, the longest one of the series I believe. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on episode number 9, and that will be the penultimate episode of the series, so look out for that guys. So yeah, cheers.